and I'm demonstrating this way because I thought it would be, if the modules, the out switch that I'm using, it would be very useful for it to have another CV input besides the one that determines how it cycles through the steps, or which step is chosen. As an output, I would find it very useful if there was another CV input that upon choosing a particular output, whatever it's receiving at the CV input, the extra CV input at that point, would be output on the current output chosen. So what I have here, this is a MIDI clock. It's not being used for anything at the moment. This is a MIDI in module. The node out and the gate out are being used. You can see the gate out is connected to a step sequencer right here. And this step sequencer is set up to put out CV values from 0 to 1, but it's in steps of 16ths plus a little bit, because in order to run the out switch properly the way I want it to, when I go from 0 to 0.0625, at 0.0625 I would want it to advance one step. It doesn't. That's a boundary value, and so all I had to do to fix that, so the 0 is the first step, second step is 0.0625 plus a little bit. So if I go down, there's 0.0625, go up. Same with the rest of them, that would be 0.125, right? Just go up a little bit. So it's the same for all of these. Last one is 0.09421. If I go down, 0.9375, which is 1 minus 0.0625. So no, gotta go up. All right. The gate is connected to the MIDI gate because I want the sequencer to advance when I play a MIDI note. Here's the CV out of that, and the CV out of that is connected to the CV input here. Now yeah, that's still connected. Okay, so this is the CV, it's an out switch. It's taking all of the different values, and it's set to 16 steps. Each step is connected to this other step sequencer up here. So respective numbers are, that's the way they're connected through 1 to 16. So the idea being that when a key is played on the MIDI keyboard, it advances the previous step sequencer, which advances the out switch, and the out switch is attached to the sequencer. Each step is attached to one node on the sequencer. The idea being that the MIDI note played on the keyboard would be sent through the system to write a new value at each step. Unfortunately, what I didn't realize was that I actually need, I didn't fully understand what I need is an extra CV input in order for that to work. So the idea being that an extra CV input here, whatever CV input, if it was an extra input, would arrive here when it cycles through whatever step is selected. That value, that extra CV input, would be written to that respective step in the step sequencer. So if I go here, you can see it's on channel 16, it's down here. Press a MIDI note, goes back up to 1, and it advances. Yeah, that's probably because I press the note. Is it? Sixteen. Yeah, I must have. Oh, yeah. I probably pressed a pad that I wasn't supposed to when I did that. In the process of probably made a connection I wasn't supposed to. Anyway, you can see it cycles through, but, and this here's the CV out of that sequencer, and it goes into the CV out here, which is connected to the Cat Big O VCO, and that goes into back into an audio in, which is connected to this page with a SV filter set to low pass with an ADSR into a VCA with a ADSR, and the audio out from the VCA going to physical audio out on the Euroburo, which is connected to a USB mixer. So it would be very useful to have an extra CV input there to get things to work as a recordable sequencer. So you can see that advances through the steps. That's the gate. Cycling through the steps. Go through. Like I said, I must have made an extra connection there. I'm getting another light to light up. Channel 1, channel 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I don't know why that might be might just be a internal lighting. But that's, yeah, what happened there? I'm not sure why that's, it should be going 1 to 1. Anyway, and if I go back here, then I would set things up differently, but if I want to set the, then set it to cycle through according to the MIDI clock, to sync with other gear, if I do that. And you can see it cycles through. I'd use like an on-off button or something like that. And you can see it cycles through. I don't know why it's not showing up there. Anyway, yeah, that's how that's supposed to work. I don't know why it's not showing up here again. cuts back to the right numbers, especially at the end. You can see so